So some people complain that most educators or tutors that teach on this calculation of cycle length, calculation of fertile and safe days, mostly start their calculation from the first days of the month. Like they start from second, third of a month, fourth, eighth, 10th. They don't start from the middle of the month or the end of the month. And I understand, okay, because I'm also guilty of that. I've made a previous video on the calculation of cycle length, calculation of fertile and safe days, and I still had my calculation done starting from the first week of the month, right? So I've gotten a lot of requests actually on making a video that's calculation of cycle length and also the calculation of fertile and safe days starting from the mid-month, okay, maybe middle of the month or even end of the month, which will migrate into the next month, right? And I thought it wise, okay, to just do this. So if you're in this ship, this video is for you, okay? So some people, I've actually made a video on the calculation of cycle length and fertile days, right? And some people understood it, or a lot of people understood the calculation, but I know that it's not everybody that will understand things that easily if you don't do it the way they see it. So let's get started, okay? You cannot talk about knowing how to calculate your fertile days or your safe days. Fertile days means the days that you release an egg and the probability of you getting pregnant is high, okay? While safe days are those days that even if you have unprotected sex, you won't get pregnant, right? So you can't talk about knowing how to calculate your fertile days and your safe days if you don't know the calculation of your cycle length. Yes, so you have to know your cycle length before you be able to calculate your fertile and your safe days. Now I'm going to calculate a cycle length, just one cycle length. If you want to know how to calculate different cycle lengths, maybe the one I'm going to use for this example is not what your cycle length is, you can go back to the previous video I've made on the calculation of fertile days, calculation of cycle length, calculation of safe days. Is in just one video, you get it, okay? And you will learn how to calculate your cycle length. But for this video, I'll just do one cycle length, okay? But if you're fast enough, you can still grab, right? So what is cycle length? Cycle length is the number of days from the first day you see your period, that day that blood starts, that day you see the drop of blood, till a day before your next period starts. Okay, so let me not stress you, let's start it, okay? So now let's say this person, now let's call her Joy. This is a calendar method, okay? So Joy saw her period started, the day her period started, the day she wore her pad, okay, was on the 19th of July. This is a July calendar, right? Now, and let's say her next period started on the 5th of August, okay? Now that is why I say cycle length is the number of days from the first day you see your period till a day before the next period starts. So this is the day before your next period starts. So if you calculate from this day, this number 19th, that's 19th of July till 14th of August, any number that lands here is your cycle length. Let's do it, okay? So 19th of July was the first day her period started, which is day 1. 20th is day 2. 21st is day 3. Day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, day 11, day 12, day 13, day 14, day 15, day 16, day 17, day 18, day 19, day 20, 21, 22, day 23, day 24, day 25, day 26, day 27. So I won't calculate this one here. I will not add the 5th of August. As you can see, we've migrated from July to August, right? So this person has a 27-day cycle length. 27 days cycle length, okay? 27 days cycle length. You won't add that day you saw your period, your next period. Now if you still want to calculate again, this 5th of August, that's your next cycle length, okay? Or let's say the next time. Now if you still want to calculate, now watch. 5th of August is your the first day your next period started, just like 19th. Then 16th will be day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, day 11, day 12, day 13, day 14, day 15, day 16, day 17. Right now, now let's say we got into September, right? And okay, this will be 1st of September, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10, 11. Okay, and so now this is day 17. 1st of September will be the 18, 2nd will be the 19, 3rd will be the 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, so now that means this person's next period will start on the 11th of September, which is another day 1, because this person has a 27 days cycle length. Okay, I just extended this calendar now so that you will see how you can continue. When I was a teenager, I had a lot of difficulty understanding this as a teenager, right? So sometimes when I watch the video, it seems as if I've understood it. When I want to calculate the next month, I'm confused again. Like it was hard. So I understand how difficult it can be for some people to understand. That's why most times I want to go an extra length to explain so that you can understand. Okay, so this person has a 27 day cycle length. 27 day cycle length. Okay, if you've understood till here, then it won't be hard for you to continue. Okay, so the same way this 11th is day 1, 12th of September will be day 2, 13th of September will be day 3, day 4, day 5, until you get to 27, day 27. That will be in October, right? So this is how you calculate what your cycle length. This is how you calculate what your cycle length. So from the first day you see your period, start counting that day as day 1 till a day before the next period starts. Any number that lands there is your cycle length. Most people have regular cycle length, meaning every month it will still be the same thing. Though some people have varying cycle length, it might not be, maybe this month you get 27, the next month you get 26, some people it will just be 28. It will just be slightly, just slight difference, which will not still be hard for you to calculate your fertile and your safe days if you've already known how to calculate this. It's just for you to minus, or it won't be hard. So, but this is what a cycle length looks like. Okay, now this is a 27 day cycle length. Now let's calculate for ovulation. That is what your fertile days and safe days, which is the days you cannot get pregnant even if you had sex or you have sex without protection. While your fertile days are the days the possibility of you getting pregnant is very high, very, very high. Now, how do you calculate for your fertile days? First, to get your main ovulation day, this is what you do. Any cycle length you have, whether you have a 24 day cycle length or 21 day cycle length or 26 day cycle length or 27 days or 30 day cycle length or 35 day cycle length, this is how you calculate it. Any cycle length you have, just minus 14 from it. So if you have a 21 day cycle length, just say 21 minus 14. Whatever you get is your main ovulation day. If you have a 28 day cycle length, just say minus 14 and you have 14. On day 14 is your main ovulation day. So the same way you will do it, okay? Whatever number it is your main ovulation day. Now, so 14 is constant, don't forget. So let's calculate for ovulation day, right? So this person has a 27 day cycle length, so which is what? 27 minus 14. Okay, 27 minus 14, which is what? 13. So day 13, let me be sure. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Yes, right? So day 13 is this person's main ovulation day. Okay, God, I hope this calendar extension did not get anybody confused, right? Now we are continuing from July, which is the first day this person saw her period. Don't mind me, I extended this till September. Okay, this is where we should have stopped on the 5th for July / August. Like, now let me not confuse you. Day 13, right? I think I'll just wipe this off so that I don't, gosh. These numbers on top that I used red marker to mark, okay, these are the numbers you look out for. Now, where is 13 on this chart? I mean, I'm talking of July stroke August, right? This is 13. This is 13. This is how you do it. So 1, 2, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, day 9, day 10, day 11, day 12, day 13. So from that first day you see your period, calculate day 13 if you have a 27-day cycle length. If you have a 28-day cycle length, which is minus 14, that means you're looking for day 14, okay, which will not be this one here. But you have a 27-day cycle length, so it will be day 13, okay. Now this is where day 13 fall, which is what, on the 31st of July is your main ovulation day. This is the day that you are likely to ovulate. That is what, your egg is being released from the ovary. So now we know that this is your main ovulation day, right? Sometimes a woman does not ovulate on this main ovulation day. Yes, sometimes she does not ovulate on this main ovulation day. Sometimes she ovulates 2 days before this main day or 2 days after this main day, okay. Now see it here. This means that, let me be fast, okay, I don't want to waste anybody's time on this video. 27 minus 14, which is what, 13, okay. Now this is main ovulation day. Now if she ovulates 2 days before this main day, which means day 12 or day 11, you can ovulate before that time because something happened to your body, okay. Something fluctuated your hormones, maybe exercise, maybe stress, maybe what you ate, maybe you didn't sleep well. Anything can fluctuate your hormone, okay. And you might not ovulate 2 days before this main day or 2 days after this main day, which means you might ovulate on day 12 or on day 11. And if it is 2 days after this main day, you might ovulate on day 14 or day 15. So what it means is that your fertile period is from this day 11 till day 15. So you join it, okay? Yes. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that you might ovulate. Likelihood of you ovulating is in these 5 days. Now there's something I still want you to understand. Don't get confused, okay? A man's sperm can last 3 to 5 days. Now what I mean is that if you have sex with a man unprotected without condom, okay, and that man ejaculates inside of you, that sperm that man deposited inside of you can last 3 to 5 days. Minimum of 3 days, maximum of 5 days. So what I mean is that if this man have sex with you on the 25th of July, which is day 7, and you mistakenly ovulated, let's say mistakenly, and your body ovulated on the 11, which is the 29th of July, and this man has sex with you on this day 7, which is the 25th of July. If you calculate from this day 7, which is the 25th of July, you will see that it will be up to 5 days, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you understand? So that means, in as much as these are the days you might ovulate, I'm talking about day 11 and day 12 and also day 14 and day 15, right? If you are not conscious, if you're not cautious and you have unprotected sex 5 days before this main day, or you understand, there's likelihood of you getting pregnant, because the sperm can last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and don't forget that the sperm has a tendency of lasting 3 to 5 days. What I'm trying to say is that from the last possible day of you ovulating, when I say possible, is you're likely to ovulate 2 days before your main day, and this is the least day from the 2 days, right? Start from that day and add 5 days, okay? So you add from this day 11, add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From the 25th of July, which is your day 7, till day 15th, which is the 2nd of August, avoid unprotected sex if you don't want to get pregnant. Okay, if you don't want to get pregnant, avoid 5 days from the least day of your possible ovulation. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Avoid sex. If you do it this way, you see that you will not get pregnant. But if you want to get pregnant, you can start having sex from day 7, which is the 25th of this July, till day 15th, which is the 2nd of August. You will get pregnant. This is what your fertile period. Now, if you don't want to get pregnant, from 24th of July, which is day 6, upward, and from 16th of and from 3rd of August, which is day 16th, downwards till the next day your period start, okay, you're free. You will not get pregnant. Okay, even if you have sex without condom, without protection, you will not get pregnant. So these are your safe days. So it means that you just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 possible 9 days in a whole month for you to get pregnant, and then you have the rest to enjoy your sex without protection, and you will not get pregnant. Okay, so that's just it. It's not hard. Let me just recap it. If you know your cycle length, which I calculated how to know your cycle length, right? If you know your cycle length, just remove 14 from it. That 14, whatever comes out of it, is your main ovulation day. Okay, so 27 minus 14 is day 13, is your main ovulation day, which is this. Add 2 days before that main day and 2 days after that main day, which are your core days that you might probably ovulate. Now, because the sperm can last 3 to 5 days from that least day, that's the least possible day of your ovulation, add 5 days to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is what? Don't have sex these days, because the sperm, if you have sex with a man, and this man's sperm will stay in your body till there's possibility of you getting pregnant, right? So start avoiding sex from 5 days before that least possible day of you ovulating, and that means you won't get pregnant. But then if you want to get pregnant, stick to those days. Every other day from that you can have sex is your safe days. Okay, so I think this is the end of this video. Okay, so if you don't understand, just go back and rewatch it. You will understand better. Okay, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you really do understand. Okay, please drop a like, drop your comments. If you still need to get clarified on something, let me know. Okay, and please share this video to people out there, teenagers, even women that are already in childbearing age, women that already have kids. Share it to them. Some of them don't know how to calculate. Okay, if you have a younger sister in school that is still struggling, send it to her. Okay, and I'll see you in my next one. Okay, thank you, bye.